Let me answer my friend real quick. In the meantime, how you guys doing? How's your summer going? How's your July going? Also another one that makes also a mailbox that makes soldiers letters appear back in the yeah, I remember that one. The letter one, the mailbox one. Busy month to be honest. Yeah, busy. Yeah. Been busy myself too. Elephas cryophilus is on the next one, and yeah, this one's a longer one. This one's a long one. I think after this one, I'll go down. I'll fill up my. Actually, you know what? I'll just get a sparkling water right now. Also something to snack on between logs. Not doing the log, between logs. That way, because I am feeling quite hungry. After the transformer confirmed what? What did I miss? Alright, let's go on. Containment class Keter. Disruption class Connect. Risk class Danger. Special containment procedures. Let me actually put this over here for now, because I want to see the. I'm bringing it back a bit more. Evidence of SCP-2082's anomalous capabilities is managed and contained by Site-43's archives and revision section. Dash-1 is contained in Site-43 Secure Outpost 11. The primary containment unit has been modified to accommodate Dash-1's cryogenic properties. And here we have a picture that says the Z specimen of SCP-2082 from which Dash-1 was cloned. Look at that. Description. SCP-2082 is an extinct subspecies of the animal known as the woolly mammoth, Mammothus primigenius. When living, it had an average shoulder height of approximately 3 meters. God, that is tall. And weighed up to 6,000 kilograms. Tall and a heavy bastard. It has been extinct for approximately 4,000 years, with most of the population having died off 10,000 years ago. Analysis of the remains of diseased instances, as well as limited data gathered from breeding modern elephants within SCP-561, which, God, SCP-561, that's back on my other channel, isn't it? But that's one of the bulk reactions, bulk videos, so I don't have a distinct thumbnail for that one to look at. Damn it. Provides evidence for SCP-2082's anomalous properties. SCP-2082's instances generate a cryothermic effect around their bodies at all times. Within the area of this effect, the temperature will swiftly drop, typically reaching a low point of minus 50 degrees Celsius. Within 5 minutes, I'll show you what minus 50 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, please. I can't type. Here it is. No, hey, minus. Motherfucker. No, other way. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Minus Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, for everybody who didn't know what it is, like, it's pretty fucking cold. That is cold as shit. That's like when you spit out, you spit immediately freezes. The area of effect as well as its severity increases in instance ages. At birth, the effect only reaches a few centimeters, but will rise consistently until the instance reaches full maturity, extending its effect to approximately 250 meters and an average temperature of minus 100. degrees Celsius. This area will exude large amounts of ice and sleet from all solid surface in a manner similar to SCP-649. Like in Switzerland, especially in the mountains, it can get like, I think the coldest was like minus 10. Like at least in the recent times, it was like minus 10 is like the coldest we reach. But minus 100. Oh, can you even move? Like that? Like I feel like a minus 100 is like, doesn't matter how layered up you are. I feel like you would just instantly like just. We should try to terminate SB 682. Write that down. This shit. I mean, 682 would just adapt to minus 100 degrees Celsius. It would just adapt to that. -1 is a clone instance of SCP-2082 created by research leads for the anomaly, Dr. Charles Asher and Dr. Maria Reyes in Site 43 Secure Outpost. The purpose of this was to research and test an experimental cloning method and its effect on various anomalous and non-anomalous entities. I saw him frostbite, man. Oh, he can't even move. He can't move. Addendum 1. On June 16, 2019, Dr. Asher and Dr. Reyes logged the first successful attempt at cloning an instance of SCP-2082. Begin log. Final check. Everything good on your end? Yep. Let's get going then. This is attempt 43, June 16, 2019. Thus far, we succeeded in reverting the full structure of an SCP-2082 instance at an adolescent age. However, generated instances have not been able to survive past the initial cloning process. Our new strategy involves fully replicating the womb of an SCP-2082 instance to the best of our abilities. This will likely be able to stabilize the cloned egg and allow it to survive into birth. May I do the honors? Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Reyes flips a switch on the control panel, activating the cloned apparatus. She observes the machine diagnostics as Asher observes the device itself for any signs of malfunction. A few minutes pass before Reyes speaks. Asher? Yes? What are you seeing? The life signs. They're stable. And not only that, it's entered the first stages of growth. Thank God. But we're not finished yet. Oh, come on. I'm sure you can squeeze in a bit of excitement between you brooding and sulking. We did it. And besides, look at the little guy. He holds up a display which is showing a live feed of the embryo. Cute, isn't he? Yeah. Alright. He smiles slightly. Look. See? I fit a smile into my schedule. Asher and Riz both laugh. Anyway, for the log, it looks like the clone's life signs are holding steady. As word for whether it makes it to birth, we have to wait and see. But it's still a huge step forward regardless. So there's a Mammoth SCP, but no Tasmanian Tiger SCP. I'm sure there is. I mean, if not, you can always make one. I will always say that to you. If there is none, then make one. Or ask somebody else to make it. Someone who has actually time and knows the SCP Foundation. Like, hey man, can you just real quick? Addendum 2. On April 11th, 2021, the birth of the first cloned SCP-2082 instance was observed. and subsequently the design -1. Begin log. You ready? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, today we'll be testing the birth part of the apparatus. We're wearing these suits. Gestures to himself and Reyes both wearing protective gear. Protect us from the SCP-2082's instance predicted effects. It's coming out. Oh, we're just in time. Reyes holds hand towards the opening. The flaps cover open as -1 emerges. Reyes grabs the instance and holds it in her arms. Frost gathers on her suit. He's so tiny, look at him. Any signs of abnormality? Aside from his enormous effect, none so far. He attaches a vital monitor to -1. Heart rate, breathing, everything looks steady. A few moments of silence pass. I can't believe it. We did it, Asher, we did it! Reyes hugs Asher, who grins. I can't. Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, we actually did it, Reyes. It works. It all works. Reyes begins crying, cradling -1 in her arms. I'm going to send a note to the project leads. Wow, wow. I can't even be a member of the site. I keep getting rejected for no reason. What does it say when you try to become a member? -1 was successfully delivered and no major medical issues were found. -1 remains under the care of Doctors Asher and Reyes, who are monitoring its growth and development. Any long-term side effects of the cloning process have yet to be determined. Addendum 3. Various logs have been submitted to this file and to Site-43 leadership as specific examples of -1's development. Begin log. -1 age 6 months. Dr. Reyes is sitting next to -1, feeding it by hand. You know, I never really had a pet of my own. My mom was allergic to dogs, and my dad got his eyes scratched by a cat once. Those two were out of the question. Reyes begins petting -1. I begged my parents to let me have a gerbil or something small, but they always told me I'd lose it. When I got a place of my own, I did actually get a guinea pig. I lost him the next day. I hope he's doing alright. I didn't even get to name him. -1 stands up and begins walking around, and turns to stare at Reyes. Don't look at me like that. I'm sorry for worrying you. Besides, I get in serious trouble if I ever lost you. Plus, you're pretty big. You can't just hide underneath a sofa or something like that. Yells from outside the containment unit. Hey, have you gotten those readings yet? Probably at least 1 centimeter an hour. Right, sorry. You're not a pet. I just stopped treating you like one. Reyes turns on her equipment and begins taking measurements. As she does so, -1 walks over to her, stopping a few inches away. After a few moments, it wraps its trunk around Reyes' waist. Oh, thanks, bud. Reyes pats -1 before putting her equipment away. She walks toward the exit but stops short before reaching it and turns around to -1. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? -1 trumpets through its trunk. Reyes exits the containment unit. Oh, this is adorable. How is it? I hope this doesn't go wrong, because this is very adorable. Guys, hear me out. Instead of burning down orphanages, let's just throw SCP-2082 on them. Okay. Not sure where that came from. But so far, pretty adorable. Wait, hold on, guys. Okay. Begin log. -1 age 9 months. I mean, wasn't it like a fact that elephants see us as the same way we see pets, as in we see them as cute little animals? So elephants have the same way, they think we're cute. So this is very nice, but it probably will, something will go wrong. Something will go wrong. Unless it doesn't. We're gonna log -1 age 9 months. Dr. Ash is performing a standard analysis of -1. Alright, looks like everything's checked out as normal. Damn suits, or maybe it's you. I don't know. -1 wraps its trunk around Ash's leg. Ash sighs and moves it. Come on, don't do that. I just want it to be in and out. He checks the log. Area of effect is now 15 meters. -1 trumpets and runs around its containment unit. Look, Reyes will be here tomorrow. I don't want to play. Sorry. Asher packs up his equipment. Besides, I need to figure out what to do with you, because I'm not sure establishing a half-kilometer wide exclusion zone around your containment unit is feasible. -1 walks over to Ash and rubs his head against his leg. Asher yelps and jumps away. Don't do that. That's cold. It's always cold. I don't know how Maria handles it. Asher walks towards the exit. It's always too cold. Asher exits the containment unit. There we go. We're gonna have Asher, who's like more professional, and he's like not able to treat -1 right, and Reyes, who will always treat it like with love and care, which the elephant will then connect to much more. Begin log. -1 age 1 year. Here we have a picture of it in the containment unit. Oh, you can see how it's like frozen around it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Dr. Reyes is taking temperature readings while -1 paces around her. It's getting cold in here, and everywhere around here too. We have to get you a bigger room, but in the meantime, Reyes grabs her bag from the corner. I got a surprise for you. Reyes pulls out a red ball. Happy birthday. I got this for you. It's got some special sealant and it's custom made so it won't like snap from the cold. You can play with it, like kick it around or... She pauses briefly. Oh, well, it's just a ball. But I'm not actually sure what mammoths like to do for fun, so I figured you should have something for when we're not around. Reyes throws the ball to -1. The ball bounces off -1's head and it begins walking towards the ball. Yeah, see? We can play catch if you want. Here. Reyes holds out her hand. After a moment, -1 uses its trunk to hit the ball roughly in Reyes' direction. She reaches out and catches it. There you go, she claps. Reyes and -1 spend several minutes rolling the ball back and forth towards each other. Eventually, Dr. Asher walks into the containment unit. Oh! What's going on in here? We're just playing a little bit of catch. Want to join? Actually, I was looking for you. We need to compile a weekly report. Also, is a ball a good idea? It's just... Hey, it's fine. I figured he'd like something to do when he's alone. Plus, it's his birthday and all. I mean, I think we should have talked about it first. It's not a big deal or anything, but it's still an SCP. Yeah, I know, but it's barely noon. We've got plenty of time to do those reports later and he needs some entertainment. And you deserve some fun too. She pats the ground next to her. Come on, just for a bit. Please. Fine. He smiles slightly. But even though the suit, I'm getting cold, so I'm not gonna stay for too long. No worries. It's nice to relax and hang out for a bit. The three of us. She pets -1, which trumpets softly. Look, we're just one cute little family. Asher laughs. Reyes holds the ball to him and he holds the ball. After a few minutes, Asher gets up and leaves. Well, I think he had fun. He definitely needs it. She scratches -1 behind its ears. To watch work, or maybe I'm just lazy. She pauses. I should probably go too. I have been slacking a bit lately. Reyes stands up. -1 trumpet softly wraps its trunk around her leg. Reyes gently strokes its trunk and removes it from her leg. And no, I'll miss you too. But it was fun. I'll be back. I promise. Reyes pats -1 and walks towards the door, waving -1 as she exits. -1 waves back with its trunk. This is gonna go horribly wrong. I can sense it. -1 age 1 year 4 months. Dr. Ash is performing a routine analysis while -1 plays with its ball. His whip is shaking. Okay, in and out. Come on, vitals, temperature. Ash continues rumbling. -1 walks up to him and tries to wrap its trunk around Ash's leg. Cold! Asher flinches violently, throwing -1 away from him. He wraps his hand around his leg and faces -1. Don't do that! I told you it hurts! -1 retreats into the corner. I'm just trying to do my damn job. It's bad enough with how cold it is in here, and now everywhere else in the building. I don't need you actually trying to give me frostbite. -1 whimpers and turns away from Dr. Asher. Asher sighs. Fine. Sorry, he sits down and begins looking through measurements. Look, you can hang out with Reyes all you want and stuff. If he wants to break protocol and act like you are a pet, then fine. But I got a job to do. Just let me Ash appears at the newly compiled data, occasionally glancing towards -1. Oh. Ash begins pacing back and forth, muttering to himself. Hopefully it's benign, but it doesn't look like it. Do I just tell the director we failed? Try again? Over 3 years worth of work? Reyes is... He stops and looks at -1. Oh no. She'll be... What do I do? From outside containment unit. Everything alright in there? I heard you yelling. Everything's fine, just slipped a little bit. He crosses his arms and continues muttering. Maybe I just... I don't know, I can't put her through that, but... He rubs his leg where -1 had touched it previously. We need to do something. SCP is peak when it's basically soap opera. Yeah, I agree. It's like really solid when it's like... When there's like a beginning, middle, and end story to it, and like it's like very dramatic. Because this is like when you get how you get invested. Addendum 4 below are the relevant minutes of project meeting, because you know Asher is going to do something horrendous and Reyes is going to have to freak out. Addendum 4 below are the relevant minutes of project meeting called by Dr. Ash, including in this document for record keeping. No, I can't believe this. Maria, what the hell are you thinking? Too much frost, now you want to start over? You know exactly what you signed up for when we started this project. That's not. Thank God an intern never spilled coffee on you. You put him on kettle duty before he could even think. Right, Reyes, it's dying. And your solution is to put a bullet in his head. Don't give me your sappy excuses. We both know how much you hated him. This isn't about ethics or efficiency or whatever. You're just being selfish and weak. Are you saying the only reason I'm suggesting this because I want it dead? You think I'm that petty? Do you know how much I struggled with even telling you about the update because I knew it would break your heart? Let alone telling you that I thought the right thing to do was. I've heard all your little asides about him, whining about how cool it is. Maybe you don't want to be a killer, but you definitely don't care enough to want to find another solution. If you think that sending a team of heart surgeons into -50-degree weather is even feasible, let alone approvable, we're supposed to give up? Just let him die? Do you think I like this at all? Send the project back 3 years? Now that I do believe. It's all about the project review. It is, because that's our job. Our job is research and study and doing all that ethically. Maybe I'm too attached. I don't know. But at least I care enough not to kill off a living thing creature like it's just a pile of excess waste. You are too attached. I'm sorry I have to say it, but someone has to keep the focus around here. Trying to save it will put too much at risk. But what risk? At the very worst, we failed to save him, and I hate that. I really would, but at least then we would have tried. And what about the doctors operating on it? If it's possible to work at these temperatures, it would be too dangerous. Let's say somehow it all goes perfectly. We save it. Then we have a walking, growing snowstorm, just waiting to break out. We remove him or something. Why are you so eager to give up? Because I don't want anyone else to get hurt, and I don't want you to get hurt. Here, how about we take this to someone else? You both to invest in our own ways. Maybe we can get a neutral party. We pitch this. You pitch this. Right. I'll pitch it. Send in a decommissioning request. You can submit a counter. What the fuck did I just witness? Also, why is the... That's the wrong... Oh, no, that is the right way. Oh my god. Nay, what the fuck is this? How am I supposed to... What? Holy shit. That is a lot. That's a lot of people. That is so many people. Hey, Nene, how you doing? How did Rank League go? How did that go for you? I'm already I'm already emotional from the story, and now you come here with 23 people. Horrible. Well, join us down the rabbit hole of the SCP Foundation creating a baby mammoth that basically freezes everything in its vicinity, and now they're talking about how that they might have to kill it because it's getting too cold. I'm so great. I'm very grateful. Hey, welcome to Fluff, people. My name is the AfroFluff. I'm currently reading the SCP logs from the 2080s. So 2080 till 2089. We're right now reading SCP 2082, which is called Elephas cryophilus. It's all about a baby mammoth, as I said before, that is basically freezing everything in its vicinity. Like it's basically just dropping temperature. And we have Reyes, who treated it like a pet, which is very taboo in the SCP Foundation. You should not treat any SCP as a lover or as a pet or a friend. You should just be professional about it. And we have Asher, who is being professional about it and wants to kill it because it might be a risk to the world. So where was I? Okay, you pitch this. Right, I'll pitch it. Send it in a decommissioning request. You can submit a counter argument. Long silence. Fine, on one condition. What? If they don't approve your request and we succeed in saving him, I want you off the project. To give me full authority over it. Brief silence. Fine. Okay. But I'm not going to hold any of this against you. Even if my request is accepted, I don't want to kick you out. I won't make you leave. That won't matter. Because if it's accepted, I'll leave the project myself. No matter how this turns out. I don't want to work with you anymore. Wow. Yeah, so a year and 4 months have passed. Reyes have had a big... they cloned this SCP, by the way. They cloned this one. And Reyes has basically treated like a pet, like a friend, with full of love, and dash the SCP itself. By the way, I will show you how it looks like. That's the clone. That's the dead one, and here's the one that's alive. Look at it. Look at the little guy. Look at him. And as you can see, it's cold enough in this room that it has created frost spikes. So yeah, that's the one. Yeah. A year and 4 months later, Asher was like, yeah, no, this thing is it's getting too cold, which we have read before. It gets to minus 100 degrees Celsius, which I saw is here we go, minus 148 degrees Fahrenheit. It is very cold. But yeah, it's very cute. It's very cute. Addendum 5. Below is a request submitted to the decommissioning department by Dr. Asher with a counter request attached by Dr. Reyes. SCP object decommissioning proposal form. Item -1 Thunderhorn, but it's a mammoth, basically. Object class Keter. Head researcher Dr. C. Asher, Dr. M. Reyes. Supporting personnel Director H. Blank, representing Site 43 Administration. Dr. K. Sampson, representing Site 43 Project Manager. Please check off or fill in the applicable boxes regarding the reasons for submitting your proposal. I am actually so invested into this story, by the way. Now, because now I'm wondering who's going to win. I wonder if there even is a conclusion. If there is a conclusion of who won this this debate, this argument. Who will the SCP die or will it live? Okay, please check off or fill in the applicable boxes regarding the reasons for submitting your proposal. Excessively, box ticked, excessively high risk of lift and veil scenario. Another box ticked called excessive danger, but the 2 boxes afterwards that are not ticked is ability to decom a polygon class object or expense. Another one, ethical concerns over necessary containment, is ticked. Legal concerns is not ticked. High risk of K-class scenario. If so, please stay with type. I'm surprised it didn't tick that one, because I feel like it would be. But other, please state. So, summary. The area of effect of -1's anomalous properties is steadily growing and expected to reach a maximum radius of 250 meters upon its reaching adulthood. These effects are difficult to suppress or hide due to the area of effect not being hindered by material barriers. Also, like, it basically saying that it goes past, which it has hinted on, that he said the whole building was getting cold. So it does go past the walls. And it can, a radius of 250 meters, which means that's 500 meters of just minus 100 degrees Celsius of freezing cold temperature. And are a danger to both the integrity of its containment and to any supervising personnel. Yeah, because like people will definitely freeze it. Like they would freeze to death. Additionally, -1 is suffering an aortic aneurysm as a result of imperfection in the cloning process. Regardless of any risk of a breach, termination of the entity remains advised due to ethical concerns. While a surgical operation on -1 has been considered, its properties will be both a hindrance and a danger to any personnel attempting to operate on the entity. I gotta say that's a good argument. Ultimately, it is preferred that the entity be terminated as soon as possible to reduce containment risk and to allow it to decease painlessly, rather than undergo risky medical procedures or potential breach containment. Dr. C. Asher. That is a good argument. That is good. Shit. Like, how do you counter-argue that? Especially as the O5s or like the higher ups, they're going to look at that and be like, yeah, why would we not do what he says? Additional notes: as an equal partner on the SCP-2082 project, I am opposed to my colleagues' ill-advised recommendation to terminate -1. The risk is not nearly as great as is claimed by Dr. Asher, and while containment may grow somewhat more difficult over time, -1 is in no way hostile and has no desire to escape containment. Further reducing the potential threat. While it would be unethical to let -1 continue suffering, it would be unethical to intentionally terminate him, especially when there are other options. Yeah, but see, that's just you going, yeah, but we haven't tried everything yet, which is scientifically not very strong of an argument. Attempting an operation on -1, while unusual due to its properties, would be the most preferred method of handling the situation. Intentionally termination has always been considered a last resort by this department and the Foundation at large. That's a good argument point, though. An immense time and funding has been put towards maintaining and caring for anomalous beings. I see no reason why -1 should be considered an exception. Dr. M. Reyes must be of level 3 clearance or higher. What is it saying? What is an asterisk? What is the asterisk for? The supporting personnel, I guess. Okay, let's see what happened. Gotta take some sip of water. I gotta take a sip of water. After 1 week, the DCOM department gave an official ruling on the matter. The document below. Oh God! Here we go. Dr. C. Asher and Mr. Reyes. The manner by which this proposal came forward was unorthodox. While there are often disagreements between supervising personnel regarding decommissioning proposals, they are typically resolved prior to the proposal. This disagreement does not reflect poorly upon either of you, and we are more than willing to help resolve the debate. Okay. Rest assured, we consider both sides of the issue completely. The termination of an SCP object, particularly a living and sentient one, is not something we take lightly. Okay. It is an action that is preferably avoided. Certainly the entity means no ill will, and unlike many other objects in containment, seems perfectly content to remain in its current state. However, don't hit me with the however. Yeah, however. Fuck! That is exact. This does not negate the concerns of Dr. Asher. -1, regardless of its intention, remains quite dangerous to nearby personnel. This risk can, of course, be mitigated, and we agree with Dr. Reyes in that the danger posed by the entity under normal circumstances is not as high as we initially claimed. However, don't hit us with the double, however. I'm gonna be looking. I gotta figure out Din, but I'll be listening. Yes, and I hope everybody who is rating here is having a good time. I know this is an odd stream. However, these circumstances are exceptional. Dash-1 presently suffers from a severe health issue which, left untreated, will most likely result in its death. Unfortunately, the cryogenic effects of the entity mean that operating on it will be nigh impossible. Performing a surgery would be a major risk to operating personnel, and the amount of protection required would severely limit the precision and efficacy of the procedure regardless. The risk here and probability of failure is too great for us to approve. Thus, we are left with a choice. Either terminate the entity now, or let it die potentially painfully of natural causes. With this in mind, we have suddenly come to the conclusion that the proper course of action is to decommission Dash-1. We'll be performing termination procedures exactly 1 week's time, on September 6, 2022. Sincerely, Director Calvin Bolt, Decommissioning Department. Shit, dude. We're killing it. We're getting rid of it. Addendum 6 log of file request regarding Dash-1. The reconsideration of Dash-1's termination. Denied. Proceeding with Dash-1's necessary medical operation. Reconsider its decommissioning if successful. Denied. Treatment of Dash-1 using SCP-50. That would work, but denied. You only have a limited amount of 500s, girl, and using an anomaly is to allowing Dash-1 to temporarily leave its containment unit prior to termination. Denied. A recommendation that Dr. Reyes be assigned a site-approved therapist. Shit, she did this too much that now even the people working are like, you gotta go through therapy. Like, you clearly are too attached to this thing. Addendum 7, incident report. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen. I think I know what's incident report on September 4th, 2022 at approximately 1 a.m. Dash-1 breach containment. Reyes, I understand, but this is not how you solve these things. This is not how you do this. You bring danger to everybody else. The below is an abridged log of the incident compiled from mobile security feeds across Site-43. Begin log. Location is Dash-1's containment unit. Dash-1 is sleeping when an individual wearing protective gear enters the unit. The light turns on and Dr. Reyes' face can be seen through the visor. Reyes walks to Dash-1 and gentle shakes it. Hey buddy, it's time to wake up. Dash-1 stares and stands up and begins vocalizing slightly. Shh. Dash-1 goes silent. You're gonna be moving somewhere else today? But I need you to be super quiet, okay? Reyes guides Dash-1 through the doorway and into the observation chamber. Dash-1 attempts to eat some chips that have been left on the plate and on the table, but Reyes pulls it away. We'll have time to eat later, bud. I promise. Lots of treats just for you. Reyes and Dash-1 exit the outpost and proceed to the outer fence surrounding Site-43 without incident. Upon reaching it, Reyes pulls out wire cutters and begins cutting through the chain link fence. Almost there. Almost. A spotlight from a nearby guard post illuminates the pair of them. After a moment, the breach alarm goes off, alerting Site-43 personnel to their location. Dash-1 cries out through loudspeakers, Halt! Halt! Stand down, surrender yourself and the anomaly, or we'll open fire. No, come on. Reyes finished cutting through the fence and guides Dash-1 through it. She and he begins sprinting away. Nearby guards open fire at the pair but are unable to hit them. Security personnel arrive at the location of the breach shortly thereafter. End log. Site-43 personnel began pursuit, but were unable to locate Dash-1. The above incident report was immediately filed, and available agents began searching the surrounding area. Pardon me. Addendum 8. At 11:13 a.m., following the incident, agents found Dr. Reyes kneeling over the body of Dash-1 in a wooden area roughly 2 miles from Site-43. Reyes was apprehended and -1 confirmed to be deceased, was secured. Due to his death, -1's anomalous effect have ceased. Dr. Reyes was subjected to disciplinary review and was sentenced to 1 year of unpaid suspension in the motion to level 2, as well as mandatory counseling with a Site 43 psychiatrist. Harsher punishment was initially considered, but ultimately rejected due to Reyes' otherwise clean record. You're lucky. A clean record saved your ass, because you might have been, at worst case, you could have been a D class, as well as having been suffering clear emotional distress at the time. That's, at least the foundation is understanding that she's like, she was attached and she wasn't thinking clear and all that stuff. The first time, the foundation actually cares for the emotional connection of somebody to an anomaly. -1-D's object class has been updated to decommissioned. Autopsy of the body concluded that -1-D suffered a ruptured aneurysm resulting in its death. While the cause of the rupture is speculative, it was most likely caused by a normal high blood pressure due to extreme stress during the attempted breach. Yeah. Reyes, you should have known to not put it under such stress. You should have known. You should have known. This was fantastic. Why is it only rated 168? Why is this rated only 168? This was so good. I was hooked to this story. It's a long one, that's for sure, but I was hooked. That is a good story. Good log. Good log, man. Man, this is a new article, I think. It uses the new anomaly classification system. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, but it was fantastic. I really, really liked that one. The author, Cully Bold. If you see this video, Cully Bold, fantastic. Fantastic work. Really, really appreciate it. I presume the original... So I didn't have enough time to gain votes. I presume the original 2082 you mean, got deleted due to downvotes. Gotcha. That's a thing that happened. You can downvote delete it to death. Damn. Okay. But yeah, Calibolt, awesome work. That was fantastic. That will be hard to beat for this reading.